Greetings everyone, this is the Hipster Snek, and today we're going into Chapter 2 of Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Now, Chapter 1, I had a little bit of foreknowledge, and I admit that. I watched a Let's Play, I think Markiplier did this like way back in the day. So I had a little bit of a hint towards the very end on how to get the best ending, but this time, going forward, I'm on my own. So we also unlock different modes depending on the endings you get, and I might go back and revisit those at some point, but for now we're just going to follow the story. Chapter 2. Start a new game. Prologue? Turbo? Okay. I don't know what turbo... Maybe that means I walk really fast, or like everything just moves faster. Oh, I'm someone else now. I do not appear to be John, but I do have the same powers. This apartment's smaller than mine. Wow. We've really gone the gamut here, haven't we? Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your custody. This is a note we got in the first chapter. Return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mr. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet a representative there and accompany him back to Rome, Cardinal Gifford. So now I'm Father Garcia? I'd like to take that with me. I'm just saying, a holy man needs his holy book, am I right? Even if you can recite it directly off the top of your head, front to back, Genesis to Revelation, you know. Take it with you just in case. Alright. I played a lot of One Day. That looks like a regular happy kid, near as the pixel art can tell. If this is my house, I probably don't need to exercise anything. It seems like I kind of have things in order except for the deteriorating wallpaper. 2 weeks. Oh, that's a slightly less happy young man. Oh. Was that the white monster I killed? Ooh. Oh, that recontextualizes... Oh, no. Oh, dear.
How are we doing today, Michael?
He has a really deep voice.
You got to hold on till you get better, Michael. I need to make you better first.
Whoa.
Refuse I meant to be people.
Oh, he's gonna curse me out in Spanish. Alright, suit yourself. Oh, jeez. Oh, the lights went out. Yeah, knowing the name... boy, it begins. Knowing the name of an entity gives you a strategic advantage over it. He took one of the pictures with him, or destroyed it or something. So, yeah, I guess it was that weird white hairless creature they called the Chupacabra, even though it was in Connecticut. Ooh. Ooh.
Dios mío, what have you done?
I had the body of a kid?
You shall read the wrath of the Almighty.
Well, 3 months of hell. It's 2 a.m. Okay. Oh. I'm back with Father John. Have you forgotten already? The notes people leave behind seem to exist in the edges of memory. Pressing the escape key or the start button is a good way to remember what you don't realize you have forgotten. Okay? Why am I still in the woods? I thought I got away from here. Whoa! You got me. That was good. That was good. I have to exercise the crap out of this, don't I? Thought so. Notice. The current investigation being conducted at Gallup Cemetery by the State of Connecticut Historical Society has been postponed until further notice. In the interim, we ask the public to avoid the cemetery grounds, the surrounding woods, and any wildlife and any unidentified persons roaming the area. Thank you for your patience. Why am I roaming a random cemetery? John, this is all sorts of... Okay. This is Castlevania par excellence, except I don't have a holy whip made by not Gandalf. Yeah, that's the thing. For those who haven't played Lament of Innocence, the vampire killer whip was made by an alchemist named Gandalfi. It's about as subtle as a sledgehammer. I shook hands with the devil. I looked him in the eye. He looked like a long-lost friend. Now they call him the man in the suit for a reason. Making deals is usually just a bad plan. As I say in Shadowrun, don't make a deal with the dragon. But in this case, any kind of higher power is generally a bad plan. Dearest disciple, verily not everyone who says Lucifer, Lucifer shall inherit his kingdom. You must first conjure his demon. You must then serve his demon. You must then walk among the children of men as his demon. Thus shall you receive the blessing of the unspeakable. Return to the Save family tomb whenever you are in need of rest. Gary. To paraphrase a line from The Silver Eyes, what kind of villain name is Gary? But that's their subtle way of letting us know that enter the spirit house. This is apparently where we can save. Hi? You alright? These guys look like they're having a bad run on things. A key? Oh. Well, okay then. I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. So I'm either looking for a key, or I was just given one. I guess I'll go right first. Why not? Looks like this is going to be a bit of a maze segment. Amazing deduction, am I right? Oh. It is with great sadness that the Sterling community announces the passing of Cindy Marie Martin, 38, and Robert Kimball Martin, 40, devoted husband and wife and beloved parents. Their lives tragically came to an end on September 21st due to an accident in their home. Yeah, that was the couple that John mentioned in the first chapter, is Bob and Cindy. I think a lot of the letters were written from Cindy's perspective, so I don't think we got her name till just now. And, yeah, September 21st was the anniversary date. A year later, they were returned to the house, so... Of course, we know it wasn't an accident, based on John's letter. Bob was a training advisor for the United States Navy, and Cindy was a CPA, and more recently a stay-at-home mother. They were married March 12, 1969, in Voluntown. Though not particularly religious, they taught their children to be kind, generous, and involved in the community. A public closed casket memorial will be held at Tillinghast Funeral Home at 10 a.m. Thursday. Burial services will proceed shortly after. Bob and Cindy are survived by their daughter Amy and twin boys Nate and Jason. Yeah, closed casket usually happens when there either isn't enough to show, or they don't want to show it. Because usually a lot of funeral homes will try to make it a little bit more presentable, kind of give the living a chance to say their goodbyes to a relatively clean-looking individual. But if they have to... You just moved. You used to be over there. Yeah, there's definitely shenanigans afoot. None of that. I'm nice and trigger happy after the first chapter. On to your games, game. But yeah, funerals are for the living.
I'm an angel.
I don't think you're an angel, chum. You look like a frog. A frog with an umbilical cord. Whoa! I don't know why the sine wave pattern is so hard to dodge. I didn't think he was that close.
More of this.
Not on me. Alright, try that again. Got it this time. Yeah, spoopy footsteps. Thank you. Okay, we'll get this frog this time.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, I don't think you are. Or rather, maybe you were at one point. Not so much anymore. Let's be mindful of where he's approaching from.
My lantern.
What? My lantern? We just got here and we're already kicking butt and taking names. Let's see. Nobody was thrilled when I got pregnant, not even a little happy. Even my doctor seemed to be judging me. Each time I'd leave the doctor's office, I'd see this strange woman across the street. All she'd do is stare at me and smile. No words, just a big, warm smile. Somehow it made those visits a little more bearable. After I lost the baby, I saw her again across the street from the doctor. Her smile was as big as ever, but somehow not as warm and friendly as I remember. Yesterday I was walking and was shocked to see the woman standing in the middle of the path. Now she was pregnant. She beckoned towards me. I followed her off the path into the woods. That's when I met Gary. This sounds like we're going down a dark road, so to speak. Whoops. But there's nothing to it but to investigate further. I'm not sure even John knows how we ended up in this situation. Better save. Ah, one of those skulls changed. Oh, and one of these guys is gone. Wait, are you guys the demons? That would explain the little faux mockery Bible verse that we got. Which was a take on the saying that those who say, Lord, Lord, will not necessarily inherit the kingdom of heaven. Are you in the YMCA over here? I bet this is part of a puzzle. I'm just gotta be thorough. Right, up, left. Both hands up. Ah, okay. We're gonna do a little maze. But before I do, let's check down here. Okay, I see. Whoa! Things moving up. It's a shame I can't really aim diagonally, but there does seem to be a little bit of a spread. He's jumping from cloud to cloud, so I stay out of the clouds. Woo! That guy was really vocal. Well, I destroyed another one. Kind of making myself number one with a bullet in terms of the Servants of Darkness. Somewhere between God Hand and Doom Guy, but way more passive than either of them. Losing Grandma was the hardest thing I ever experienced. We were really close. I cried about it for weeks. Then my stepmom introduced me to some of her friends. They asked me, would you like to see your grandfather again? Oh, I read that as Grandma. It was Grandpa. I apologize. I missed him so much I was willing to try anything. That night, my stepmom drove me to one of her friend's house. They took me down to the basement. I saw my grandfather in there, only it wasn't actually him. When I tried to run, they closed the basement door and locked me in. I can't remember much else from that night. My stepmom's friends are always coming by the house now. They tell me I have a debt to pay. They say they have work for me to do. Yeah! Oh, the statues are all decapitated now. I guess that guy was particularly mad that I took him out of the equation. Right, up, left, up, up. Right up. Left. I just need Beware of the Forest mushrooms playing. Up. And then maybe up again. Whoa, I saw that. Ooh, you are a noisy one, aren't you? Ah, rats. He teleported me into a corner. I don't think I can touch those hands. Ah, rats. This one's a little less forgiving, so I didn't go back to the safe house. Yeah. Okay, we get to deal with the fog guy again. Now I know to save between boss encounters. No second guessing myself this time. Thankfully, this guy's not super dangerous. As long as you're kind of mindful as where the clouds are, I don't think he's too big a threat. Yeah, that's more of a mini-boss than anything. I'm assuming the note's the same. Yep. Alright. Now this time, I'm not going to be a big dumb moron, and I'm going to save before I go fight the next boss. Yeah, you guys really, really should have chosen a different career path. Okay, this guy teleports a lot, so I can't let him box me in. That's the real devil here. Alright. Right up. Left up. Of course, I thought it would bring me to another area. I didn't think it would immediately spawn the boss here. Especially as this is a really inconvenient kind of corridor to fight him in. Whoa! Move. Whoa! He doesn't have a whole lot of health, thankfully. Or whatever you would call that. Like inverted HP, like how healing the undead tends to hurt them. I've been freed. No more overbearing father-turned-violent alcoholic. No more hiding my bruises and cuts. No more pills and needles. No more getting laughed at and kicked around. They'll never laugh at me again. By day, my body withers away, but by night, my mind explores forbidden worlds of power and knowledge, guided by beings of pure darkness. Because that's a good sign. I have entrusted with secret knowledge of the demon seal. I have learned the correct conjuring sign, drawing the inverted star along the rocks arranged in 5, first at the top left point and then down. I will lure them into the woods, then I will show them my power. That's a totally hinged thing to say. Huh? My reflection is a little different. Whoa! Oh dear. Oh dear. I appeared to be bleeding. That's a bad start. Bad start to my day, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Really? Ah, save family legacy. Very cute. Well, I'm not bleeding anymore, and that's a step in the right direction. I came from the south. I'm assuming I need to go north. You never know what... Whoa! I can safely say I wasn't expecting that one. This game is really keeping me on my toes. And the music stops, even better. Are the rest of you gonna get up and bark at me, so to speak? Maybe his bark is worse than his bite. I apologize. Okay, you can't just put me into a field of redundant sprites and not make me assume that there's something wrong with one of them. Okay. What the? She guards the door to underground purgatory. I have not seen her. Children fear her. Confess thy sins. I am secretly into hand-holding. Day 1 of our paranormal investigation into the old Snake Meadow Hill Church. We got 3 cameras, a box of tapes, enough beer and beef jerky to last us a week. Oh, that sounds like a party and a Phasmophobia game all in one. On our way in, we asked some of the locals about the church. It was mostly stories we had heard before. Evil spirits dragging children into the cornfield and secret tunnels under the chapel. But there was this spindly lady game that we hadn't heard of yet. Apparently it has to do with summoning the spirit of a woman who used to take care of the orphans back in the 50s. There was even an old rhyme that told us, walk the church from room to room and maybe you will see her. She will never move when you do, but never try to trick her. Awesome, we're going to try the game tonight as soon as we get settled in. She will move when you do. So it's going to be some kind of movement puzzle? Yeah, you'll see in a lot of things that take strong inspirations from Gothic horror that evil really, really seems to get a kick out of corrupting churches and formerly holy places. I believe there's actually something like... What was that? You guys saw that, right? That was definitely weird. These candles are a little different. Oh wait, is that like the room positioning? Is that like a map? That's interesting. Maybe it is. The first boss in Vampire the Masquerade Redemption makes it a comment how anything pure can be corrupted. And later on, I believe the protagonist, Kristoff, says something about anything that has been corrupted can once again be purified among us. Night 2, we're going to be rich. We caught supernatural stuff on camera before, sure. Doors opening on their own, things falling off of shelves, but nothing like this. Those are all wire acts. Like, you guys know that, right? That's why whenever you see those quote-unquote haunted house things, like, it's always shot from a particular angle, that there will always be a way to pull a string without it being obvious on camera. And they're all, like, 480p. Tonight, while we were trying to spin the lady game again, one of the candles on the floor lit up by itself as soon as Lars walked into the room. It was nuts, and we got it all on film. We're going to make a fortune selling this to TV stations. Yeah, assuming you survive long enough to pull that off. Wait, so maybe that's not a map of the place. Maybe that's where she is. Ah, I was right. That was a staircase I saw. But it covers itself up. Yeah, those candles are different now. Okay, something's definitely happening. The music here is so discordant, it's really throwing me off. Watch the candles. I figured that part out on my own. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, is that where she is in relation to me? Okay, that makes a lot less sense. Now it's just left and right. But I can't go right here, so... There's got to be a rhythm to it, though. Center. Oh, jeez. Okay, that... I'm not 100% sure how it works, but the candles do indicate where she is in relation to us. And when I go to a different room, she takes a step too. Back here again. On the upside, I'm pretty sure if I follow this... No, that pattern's different, so it may not work the same way. So she probably is... So when the camera starts quirking out like that, like the thing that threw me off, like more than everything started pulsing, the banner around the game started pulsing with it, which I did not expect would happen. And that threw me off so bad. Watch the candles. What? Oh. I did not see that last time I was in here. Eye on the cross. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm supposed to read the candles. The upside is I now at least know when I'm in the same room as her, everything's going to start losing its mind. See, now it's just saying to the right. The music here throws me off so hard. So she's above me, right? No? Alright, I didn't do this. Okay, at least I know now it's not randomized. I didn't follow the exact pattern I did before, but neither do the candles. To the right. To the right again. Wait, maybe I'm one candle and she's the other. So if I do... No? Whoa! What? Why? I thought I was supposed to find her. This time I couldn't move her or anything. She just got me. Now let's read that hint again. Walk the church from room to room. Maybe you will see her. She will move when you do. Never try to trick her. Okay, so I'm one candle and she's the other one. I'm in the southern part of the church, so she's up in that northeast room. I'm gonna check this way first. Purple objects usually need to get... yeah. Night 3, shouldn't have come here, tape's missing. Lars stuck behind basement door. Henry hasn't come back yet, can't leave anyway. Ah. Confessionary. I am not Catholic, and I grew up in a Protestant church, so we didn't have these. No one's in there. It did tell me to confess.
Pray for me, Father, for I have sinned. What sins have you done to confess? I tried to save a girl from evil, but my fears overcame me.
Is that what happened?
I turned my back on the ministry and broke my vows to God. A year later, the girl reached out to me again, but in the end, I couldn't save her. I left her to die. I am sorry for me and my past sins. Thou hast said will. Here is my penance. Bring the child to me. Perform the act of adoration, and thou shalt have the peace thou seekest. Give thanks to the Lord for his good.
He should be
For
capitalized.
his mercy endures forever.
I know your heart's in the right place, John, but... Whoa! Oh, it's a false wall. Okay, so now I'm in this part. Night 1, we still haven't found a way into the basement, but we just found something just as cool, a secret passage in the old confession booth leading to this hallway. Henry's going into town to buy a crowbar. We'll see if we can't get these boards off some of these doors. But that's not even the best part. We caught an EVP. You can't hear it on tape very well, but to us it kind of sounded like laughing. Thank God he brought the nice mic. We'll review it on the sound gear once we get back into town. Okay. If I end up getting my idiot butt killed again, I'll just skip ahead to when I figured out what I'm doing wrong. Okay, it seems like she has the power to move basically freely. And if I go up, she'll probably kill me. So what happens if I go back this way? She's still there. Moves there. I wonder what dictates her movement. I wonder if it's random or if it's based on the movement I'm making. Because one time it got into a boss fight, and the other time she just auto-kills me. She's in here. She is in here with me. There's only one candle, so she has to be here somewhere. Boss fight. Okay, she's a bull rush. Gotta be careful. Whoops. Free shot and I missed it. Okay, she'll warp around 3 times. She has a go at me. So I keep the heat up. Even if I can only scratch her a little bit each rush, that's good enough. Carrot cake? Well, now I can get these back again and not have to worry about recollecting them a 3rd time. It sounded like she said carrot cake. I'm sorry. Well. I will go there in just a second, but there's one last item I need to collect. Somehow without the ambiance, it's just so much worse. Oh, it just kind of comes and goes. Oh, they're not going to fall because she... Oh, nope. Nope. Her being gone does not dissuade them from doing that. Upside is, I kind of figured it out. I'm not sure what I did wrong to get that weird death scenario, though. She just decided she was bored and just rushed me and I couldn't move or attack. Or defend, I suppose I should say. I'm really on kind of the back foot, generally speaking. Upside is, I think I've cleared everything in the church, so I might as well head to the basement now. Darkness surrounds the